Hi, how you doing? This is Loretta, your Mother's Tarot and resident practitioner. It means I work with frequencies, sound, and vibration as a conduit to assist in healing. But this video here is I'm going to look at the energy of the 2025 Tarot Horoscope. It's a Tarot Horoscope spread, so 12 cards. I'm going to look at the energy, just the overall energy. Here, and the land that lies between Canada and Mexico. We're in the in-between land. Kind of in limbo right at the moment. But I'm not going to go off into some political stratosphere. Oh, that feels good. Because my psyche is, I just can't do it. But I figured I can look at the energy of the 2025 Tarot Horoscope spread and see how we did, what it shows for the first and second month, and for this month, the third month, and see what it reveals going forward. Okay? So that's what I'm going to do. Oh man, this feels good. Ooh. Sonic slider, and I've got a sleeve on it. You want to be zen? Oh man, this will get you there. This will get you there. Zen. Oh, I love it. Okay. All right. So I am going to use, now I've not used these cards before because I'm not savvy with the celestial bodies, all the planets and houses and all that. I love it, but I'm no savant. I stumble my way through. So I've got this layout. The instructions seem to be pretty good on it, so that's what I'm going to use. And it's going to show us wellness, which is resources, finance, and then relationships, which is intimacy and friendships, and then character, which is spiritedness and willpower. Okay. So, and while I got your attention, well, hopefully I've got your attention. There's a new release out, a book. I bought it in audio. I found a great deal of hope for the future in there because it's very hopeful. Of course, we're going to have to kick through some a-holes. The schoolyard bullies. We're going to have to take care of them first. But there's bright days coming. Bright days coming. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Bright days coming. So, I would advise you to purchase. I've got the audio. Name of it, the book is The Future Human. There's a little bit more to it than that. But, I got the little tagline up here. I think I can look at it. Let me see. Why are you still there? The Future Human, New Ways of Living and Being on Earth. So, I say, check it out. I am pushing it onto my grown grandchildren between the ages, well, the ones between the ages of 25 and 30. So I got one more out there. Hopefully they will also come across it. I hope. So I'll ask the grandparents and the parents on the other side of the veil to help me in locating the other grandchild, grown, and get this information in front of that one also, especially that one. If you know of a trans person, regardless of their age, they are the most courageous of us all on this planet at this time. I mean, talk about swimming against the tide. And we were never, ever supposed to be a planet of polarity. You listen or read the book, The Future Human, you will finally hear the truth. Okay, here we go. 12 cards. Like I said, I haven't used this deck before. I don't know how well it's shuffled. It's hard to shuffle it up. I hope you're doing well. I highly recommend sound healing or tuning forks. They're beautiful. Oh, and I dropped a cutting board on my toe. Was it last night I did this? No, Wednesday night. Right at the base of the nail of the middle toe. And I mean, it was like the corner of the cutting board went directly down on it and smashed it back. It was about 5 minutes before I could start breathing, running the energy to help it. Man, I can't tell you. Not often I feel pain like that. The kind that just wants to make you pee yourself. Dad. But I'm good. And I could hear the family on the other side of the veil going, heal it, run the energy. I can't even breathe yet. But as soon as I could breathe, I started running the energy. And it did. It helps immensely. So, and then I've been using the sonic slider, which uses the Schumann resonance frequency. We good? Okay. Let's see. I start over here. All right. Like I said, I'm using the Celestial Tarot. I don't have a track record. I've never used it before, so we're going to see how this goes. All right. Four. I'm going to have to move this down. There you go. So I can fit everything in there. I'll look at this after I get it done laid out. You got it right? Yeah. Okay. And then, oh yeah, that works. All right. My great grandkids went with their mom and their grandma to the aquarium over at the Seattle Center today. So they sent me a picture. And the weather today, I mean, yeah. not the best. I mean, we've had some real downpours, but they took a picture of them out on the bow of the ferry, wind blowing everybody sideways, getting a smile. Oh, we got it. Okay. Well, the shadow card is Temperance under the Sagittarius. This is where they show Temperance vibrating one. So let's see. Okay, let me see how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to use the spread to interpret the influences that each house of the zodiac will have on or over the predated range of time, which is 2025. That's what we're looking at. So predated would be the first few months, and then going forward till January. So the first house, this is the house of attitude, ego, the self, I am. The house of Aries. Okay. I don't even have mine. Okay, and we've got Ursa Major, the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. So that would be January. We're talking about 12 months. All right? Since each house addresses an aspect of your situation in relation to your character. And we're talking about the country here. You know, sandwiched in between Canada and Mexico. Each card can be analyzed individually, but combining certain cards will allow you to obtain information on additional topics like wellness, relationships, and character. We're going to look at that. It's got 3 cards for each one of those. Okay. All right, so the next house, the second house, you see I know, I'm going to have to pull my other little cheat sheet out. So, and I do have it, not too far away. Okay, come on, let's hear that. Yeah. Yeah, this is good enough. Okay. Look at this one. I got behind that one. Okay, yeah. Well, behind there, and I got my little notes behind there. Because, like I said, I'm not no expert by any stretch of the imagination. I'm a dabbler. Okay, now. Okay, so first house is the house of the self. All right. Okay, so that was, we're talking about the Two of Cups. So 2 cups are about relationships, and the 2s are in agreement or like-minded. All right. So, and figure that's January. So that's what we're looking at. So, in January, you know, January 20th is the day that agreement was solidified. Okay, now, house card number 2 is the second house, environment, resources, surroundings. The card of I have, which represents Taurus, values. Okay. And we have mutable fire, Prince of Wands. The Prince of Wands. Okay. And this would be about February. And the Prince of Wands directly affects our wellness, our resources, our finances. Well, what's it been? It's January 20th, February 20th, March 20th, and it's the 28th today. The resources. Wow. He's just going through that with a blowtorch, ain't he? Yep, sure is. I'm not getting political here. I'm up to here with that. Give me from the heart center. Heart center, heart center, heart center. Okay. Now, house 3. Card 3 and house 3. Communication, short distance. I say. So this is Gemini. You know, their communication. They're yakety yakety yak. Married one. My sister was a Gemini, the one that passed a year and a half behind me in age, and my best friend of 50 years. It was a wonky best friend type thing, you know, but it lasted 50 years. And she was a Gemini. Or no, she was a Libra. Why was I thinking she was a Gemini? Because I can't believe she was a Libra. That's why. But yeah. Okay, so we have the High Priestess, the Moon. The Moon is associated with the High Priestess. Interesting, huh? Because we've already gone through the blood moon eclipse. And we've got another one, what, tomorrow? Let me check this. I think it is. I think it's tomorrow. Ouch, I almost got my toe. Okay. Oh, and for anyone that's new or relatively new here, I don't know the first thing about editing. I've tried, but I don't. Okay. Oh yeah, the moon. 29th March. Are we having another eclipse? Or just the moon? It's a partial solar eclipse. A partial solar eclipse will occur at the moon's ascending node, new moon of orbit, on Saturday, March 29th, tomorrow, with a magnitude of 0.9376. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between Earth and the sun, thereby totally or partially obscuring the image of the sun for a viewer on Earth. Okay, the moon passes the sun globally. The eclipse will begin at 4:50 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time and 0850 Greenwich GMT, reaching maximum coverage at 6:47 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time or 10:47 GMT. I think the G is Greenwich. That's about the only thing I learned that when I was trying to learn astrology. Oh my God! In the early 80s, I was in Alaska. So that must have been the late 90s. Hard to keep track of everything when you're 70. So anyway, the moon and the high priestess. And the orange menace was born on an eclipse. So we'll see. But the high priestess. So there's hidden things, secret things that she's guarding. Interesting. Okay. Now the fourth card in the fourth house is Cancer. All right. So this is talking about January, February, April. Okay. We got April, and we got the Prince of Swords, mutable air. So this is going to be more mental, but it's mutable. So there's some give and take and sway, which is good. It's very good. Because the moon this month, you just can't see. Is it everything's unclear, you know, even more than usual when it's in the moonlight. You know, you just can't see clear enough. And but April, the Prince of Swords, okay, and also mutable air swords. We're talking intellect and news, uh, or there's a new action. With the Prince, I'm not sure if the Prince here is a page or if it's a knight. I'm going to say it's a page. And you know what? I am seeing, we got 3 princes on the board. Okay, in the first 3 months, we've got 2. Prince of Wands and the Prince of Swords. The Wands were here in January. And the Swords are here in March. Knowledge. Knowledge is coming in this month. More was going to be revealed before the end of this month. What's interesting on this picture, you see that right here? There's 2 people. You got that prince on the horse. And you got these 2 people sitting right here. Chatting it up. Communication. So he's bringing it. He's bringing it. Okay. So we got January, February. That's what it did, right? January, February, March. January, February, March. April. Yeah. April. April is this is April. Yeah, he's been tearing it up since, well, February. It became abundantly clear. So that's where the Prince of Wands comes in with all the fire. In March, this month, the moon, the high priestess, secrets. There's been things are being hidden. And then April. April is when the Prince of Swords brings it. brings it, whatever it is, knowledge, information and knowledge. That's April. Now go to May. May is we got the fifth house, Leo. Leo is about pleasure and leading. And we've got cardinal fire. The King of Wands. And you see there, he's got the sheep laying down with him. Okay. We're going to get creative. It feels like a new direction. I mean, turning into a new direction, new guidance. But once again, it's cardinal, mutable, yeah, it's fire. It's also fire. It's fast moving. Okay, so now in June, okay, we have the house where Virgo lives. This is work and health. I work, all right? And we have Taurus representing the Hierophant, which is a 5. So there's a struggle here. This is June. There's a planetary adjustment in June where there's going to be some sort of relief, but not, it's still going to be a struggle, but something is going to adjust. An attitude, something, because this is a 5. 5s are struggle. And this is a major one. And it's going to come out in June. And Hierophants, there are political and religious. It's the whole system. Once again, I encourage you to read or listen to The Future Human by Lee Harris and Regina Meredith. Regina Meredith. Yeah, that's her name. She's on Guyana. Okay. July. We're hitting July here. Libra. Partnerships. I balance. And we have Centaurus, the 8 of Pentacles. So, examining what we've got. Examining the craft, examining the system, examining. At the level of the Hierophant is being examined. Okay. That's July. Now, 8 is Scorpio. This is about transformation. What have we got here? We've got the 10 of Cups. Ten of Cups is a happy card. It's a happy, uh, it's heartfelt relationships, love, structure, family, and friends. This is in July. Like I said, the things are supposed to, they're going to shift in an upward momentum, and we'll be shifting out of it feels like a friggin' vice script to me, but I could be wrong, but it just feels like so we get into the ninth house of Sagittarius, the higher learning. I see Neptune, the hangman. Yeah, when the hangman goes within, a new perspective, a new perspective on the system, the hierarchy, religious, governmental. That's what it feels like. Okay, so that's October. That's in October on this wheel. Is that right? October? Let me see. January, February, June, July, August, September. No, that's September. Wait a minute. Didn't we just have? Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, now we have the moon card. So in October, we have the moon card. September was the hangman, introspection. So that means in October, this is Pisces, the moon. So once again, shadowy. It's going to look not clear. Things will be pulling themselves up out of the mud from underneath the water. In October. In October, that's the month of, oh God, come on, Lord. It's where the 12th, 11th, 10th house. Okay, 10th house. 10th house is where the moon is at, the Pisces. This is a public eye, social status, and prestige, where he achieves. It's not going to be clear. What's being achieved is not going to be clear at that time due to the moon. Okay. So now we go into the 11th house, which is Aquarius, the house of friendship and I share. And we have mutable water, the Prince of Cups. So a message, news, a message. There's going to be something coming out in November about relationships and family. And then in December, we have the 12th house of Pisces. I am all or nothing. This is the subconscious. We have the 10 of Pentacles, Earth, the card of legacy. So that's very interesting. Yeah. So this is going to be a hard year, emotionally and mentally for us dealing with all this. But we've got to keep our uptick, we got to dance through the pain. So, find your favorite music that'll make your body want to jump, rattle, and roll, or whatever, We have to keep ourselves vibrating at a higher level. Okay, and so now let's look at the wellness, which is resources and finances. So we're talking about card number 2, which is the mutable fire, Prince of Wands, where it comes and burns everything in. Card number 6, which is the Hierophant. Okay. So we got Prince of Wales, burning it up, the Hierophant, and card number 10, which, that's what I thought. Okay. Card number 10, which is the Moon. Okay, so take a little peek at this. And this is our resources and finances. So we have got the Prince of Wands, the Hierophant, our spiritual and governmental system, the church, the religious and the government system, and the Moon card. And the Moon card. Okay. So the 3 of them in this little grouping, which you got environment, resources, and surroundings involved here. Work, life, and health is the Hierophant. And public eye, social status, and prestige is the Moon. This year's it's just going to be kind of in the shadows. Okay, it's not going to be humming along like it should. It's going to be difficult. We already know this. We are a work in progress. So don't lose sight of that. This too shall pass. Okay. Now we're going to look at relationships. See how our friendships and intimacies doing, huh? So we look at card number 3, which is communication in the 3rd house. But we've got the High Priestess. Okay. Ruled by the moon. Or the moon is, what's really evident there. Okay, so then we've got card 7 in here. And the 7th house is partnerships and cooperation, which is good because we got the Centaurus and the 8 of Pentacles. All right. So it's there, It's not like the 10 of Swords where, it's there. It's hopeful. It's good. And then the 11th card, which is the 11th house, teamwork, philanthropy, hopes and wishes. And that's where the Prince of Cups is. So there'll be a message coming in from there. All right. So that's our relationship. So it's, it's not a tower moment. It's not the devil. So it's not the 10 of Swords. So, hey, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. And now the character cards. Spiritedness and willpower. Card number 1, which is our Ursa Major, the 2 of Cups. So there's like-minded, and agreeable energies coming from the noggins. And number 5 is the King of Wands. Okay, so he's a very creative dude. And he's got the sheep there with him, which is a good sign. And then card number 9 right here, the Hangman, the quest, life path, journey, and long distance. So that's introspection. In order to change the perception, we go within. We go inside. All right? So I'd say we're really not in too bad a shape. All things considered. All things considered. We're not in too bad a shape. So, anyway. Like I said, I'm no astrologer person. And then, of course, the shadow card on this entire spread is Temperance. Okay? The blending, the alchemy of elements. That's what this entire year is about, because we've got to get that situated and squared around. That means, letting go of what don't work and bringing in some new to get it to function a lot better. And, plug up the holes in the system. Man, do we got some. But that's what all this is about, That's what fellow in 45, that's his mission here. Just like my mission here is to do this for you at 70 years old. Yep. Okay, now we're going to have oracle card time. Okay. So I like hearing from the Pleiadians. They always have some good stuff. Okay, always good guidance. So I'm going to do one of them. And hey, beyond Lemuria. All right, so we'll just do those two right now. All right. I'm going to do the Beyond Lemuria first. Right? And how are we doing? Not too bad. Like I said, sorry, I don't edit. I'm not a public person. I'm not a bullshitter. I'm not a storyteller. I mean, I can tell some stories, but I'm not an orator. Like you haven't figured that out by now. Like I said, I'm on a mission. I am a light being. Did you catch my? Maybe you caught the live this morning. If not, you caught the rerun or the replay. And in that replay, in the beginning of it, you will find me reading to you my prayer of daily intention. And it's very good and it's very helpful. And if you want to use that, part of it, some of it, all of it, you just go right ahead. You want to change something in it? Do it to fit you. Whatever you need to do. But you should be doing, or I'm going to advise, you be you, boo, and I'll be me. But speaking these words aloud to those that love us on the other side of this veil does nothing but help. Absolutely. And if you need something, ask for it. And they will help you get it. This helped me get my massage table. It was less than 5 miles from my house. It was perfect in every way. Perfect. So, ask, and you shall receive. Yeah. Okay, for the collective here. Oops. There we go. What did I do? There you go. There you are. Oh, 2 of them fell. Okay. All right. I'll use 2 of them. Okay, the first one. Oh. 3 of them here. Okay, they do. They all of them. All right. Just like this. First one, freedom. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up while I read it. Do my best here. Freedom means living as you choose with your wings. I gotta get my. Where is it? I just had it. Got my other eyeball. My helper eyeball. I had it out here. Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I got to tilt it then. Freedom means living as you choose with your wings and heart open, able to direct your reality as you want. The quest for freedom seems innate. You may picture freedom in its more extreme guise, but when we truly feel free, our lifestyles may not change drastically. Limitations can be a state of mind. The only change might be choosing to live a certain way rather than feeling obligated. A shift of perspective can help bring lightness and choice. In the bigger picture, what does freedom look like to you? If you are feeling stifled, it is up to you to make a change. All right, there you go. Now, next one, the infinite. The infinite. All right. As Lemurians were only partially incarnated, their bodies were much lighter, less physically actualized, and less affected by aging. They were also aware of their infinite nature. This card of rebirth can appear after challenges that have required a level of surrender. You have arrived at a beginning. Reveal, oh no, revel, that's what it is. Revel in your newfound inner freedom. Blockages have fallen away, and there are opportunities to step into. Stretch your wings and arise like a phoenix, born anew, ready for a new cycle of growth. Celebrate, honor the road that brought you here, and prepare to take flight with the tools you have gathered through your elevation process. The infinite. And now, crown chakra, the ultimate self. See, I've been doing this vibration. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, there's the picture. Crown chakra. The ultimate, no, it says the unlimited self. I'm sorry. Crown chakra, the unlimited self. The crown chakra is your link to the multi-dimensionality of your being, the seat of your soul. It gracefully connects you to the heavens. The infinity symbol of limitlessness appears within the unfolding petals and points to your most potent potential. Here you can delight in the divine strands of light and dance with us when we are aligned with spirit, purpose, and truth. Be present and flow without rigid outcomes. Find more spaces in your life. Find your own way to meditate. Explore the state of flow and be receptive to the intuitive messages you may receive. There you go. The unlimited self is the crown chakra. That's beautiful. Yeah, I really like doing this. I take my Schumann resonance. It's the Schumann, like the earth, Schumann resonance, and activate right on the crown. That vibration, the hertz of the Schumann resonance. It's beautiful. So anyway, I do it there. Do myself right here. The Z's say we need to start working on the heart chakra, the throat chakra, third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. Open us up. Don't get stuck down there in the root chakra. Don't do it. Go for a higher frequency. All right? You keep the higher ones in tune. The lower ones, they'll be in tune too. Okay, the Palladian Oracle. We shuffle these just a little bit. And yeah, this is, I know. I like to keep these shorter, but they got me yakking, and there's a lot. I got to do notes, and I've written a lot of things since I haven't been appearing as much. So, there we go. All right. For the collective, please. For the collective. Got guidance, message. Help us out here. Okay. We got mothership. Okay. I pulled fifth dimensional access. You know, lots of people talk about this. You know, the earth splitting off. I'm no expert about any of that, but okay. Fifth dimensional access. Okay. There we go. There we go. It says there is often a dialogue within your star circles on Earth of a place that humanity is trying to enter, called the fifth dimension. Although there is much discussion on Earth about this reality, we find there are many misconceptions that we, the Pleiadians, seek to clarify. Firstly, we must say that the fifth dimension is not simply a place that the human jumps into as a secondary planet of peace. Rather, dimensions are a mode of experiencing reality that is beyond time and space, that is found through the experience of the individual. This fifth dimensional way of operating is not a timeline jump, but a shifting of one's internal perception. To access a field of unified consciousness where the illusion of being separate ceases to exist. The non-dualistic state of being is where many of your ascended masters, lamas, and medicine people have entered before on your earth. Here in the fifth level of all parts of the whole are seen and felt as one. Your empaths on Earth are a direct example of these dimensional bridges being encoded into humanity. Arriving as sensitive souls with the ability to feel energy beyond the constructs of walls, homes, or physical touch, these empaths are revealing how our universe is truly interwoven through the field of energy from a direct experience level. This glimpse of the empath is a fragment of the fifth dimension that the hues are all soon to enter when chosen. To then enter into this fifth dimension consciousness is to reside in a place of non-judgment that connects all spectrums of creation as whole. Here in the fifth dimension, one does not see male or female, dark or light, situations as good or bad, or even myself and you. Rather, there is an overall cosmic understanding of unity that brings forth wisdom into everything one experiences. When the fifth dimensional access card arrives, it is indicating to cease all judgments and negativity in order to enter into a fifth dimensional state of consciousness. Your soul is wise and wants to play a more integrated game. Seek the greater wisdom of unification and ground it into your daily life. You open the dimensions. That's how you do it. Fifth dimensional access, right there. Yeah. The shadow card has mothership. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, well, I've kept you here an hour, I'm sure, right? Yeah, 59 minutes. If you're still with me. And if you're still with me, hit the thumbs up button for me, would you please? I really appreciate it. And yeah, it feels good. So remember to do something to take care of yourself, your emotional self, your mental self. Pamper yourself. Eat a whole cake if you got to. I baked a cake last week and I ate the whole thing. Well, not entirely, but I might as well have. It was most so. But it's been some years since I've done that, so yeah, or come close to doing it. I don't think I've actually done the entire one close. Anyway, I'm sending you all a copy love of y'all. All right, remember, love yourself, love the others, and be the light because you are the light. You are. All right. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.